What up, people? This Bang Bang 100, and you tuned into the Real Rap Radio Podcast. Let's get it. Back up in this piece for y'all one more again. Was this episode 104?
Yep.
Episode 104. Back up in this bitch with Philly Kiki. What up, though?
Hey. Hey, everybody.
What's going on with you? Let me put on some.
My ass is tired.
You tired?
Yeah, my ass is tired.
How tired is
That's
tired?
I was standing at the register second the other day. My eyes just closed. And I said, yeah, Keisha, you're at work. Wake up.
Damn.
Open up. Thank
You
God
that
nobody.
tired,
Yeah, I was tired. I am tired.
huh? What, you been working a lot?
I guess in the sense you could say I got 3 jobs. 3 jobs.
Tree jobs. Like a
Tree
Jamaican,
jobs.
huh?
Yeah, I got the school job. I got the Food Lion job, and I started a tutoring program at the school job to make a little bit of extra money. So even though I really got 2 jobs, I got 3. So on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I got to be to work at 7:30, and I get paid for an hour and a half each morning, tutoring some of the kids in math.
That's what's up.
Yeah, it's not hard work. I just got to get up out the bed now, earlier than what I want, but it's okay.
Get that money.
Yeah.
Definitely. Gotta turn on.
So that's all. Just working.
Get
Football.
that money. What happened in football?
So we won our first round of playoffs. My son was playing real trash, but I didn't like his performance because I know he could play better than that.
He snuck it up.
I mean, he won, but he wasn't. The first half of the game, I'm not sure where his brain was at. So I don't know. He just didn't play well for me. And we played a team who they're not a bad team, but we beat them already in the season, and we beat them by like 15, 20 points, and this time we only beat them by 1 touchdown.
Yeah. The doors closed when playoff time come. Everybody know what you like to do.
Yeah.
And they practice accordingly. That's what it's called good coaching.
The quarterback coach was in the office. I guess he was on the walkie-talkie. You think he talking to the other coaches down. He got so damn pissed he left from up top and went down there. And when he came back, he started playing a little bit better, but he was still just, I don't know what was going on. Like he was playing like he was a little scared or something.
Or something. What happened?
They wasn't blocking enough, and but they sacked my baby about 3 times. But halftime came, I was like, Coach, tell Tavon to get his life together. Get your mind right, focus, do what you gotta do, go out there and have fun and protect your body. He was like, all right, I got you. So he went down. In the second half, he played a whole lot better. So
I was
happy about that.
How many yards did he have?
I don't know how many yards he had, but I know he got like 3 or 4 first downs. So.
What about passing?
I don't know. I don't really recall or remember what he did in reference to that. I know he threw the ball a lot, but the people that he was on the ball to didn't always catch the ball, so I don't know.
What's up? At least they won.
Yeah, they won 14-6.
That's the big factor. As long as they won. Now who they got coming up?
Oh, we got King's Fork now.
They good?
King's Fork. Yeah, they pretty decent.
They beat
I
y'all
think they
before?
are. Yeah, they beat us before. I think they're second seed and we're fourth seed.
Oh shit. It could go
Yeah,
down.
it can go down. We can beat them because we should have beaten them the last time, but we did too many fumbles and too many just stupid mistakes. So that's why I'm like, I hope he can get his mind right. The coach texted me like, "What did you feed him Thursday night?"
Hmm.
I was like, "Why?" He was like, "Cause he played like garbage. He played like a baby." I said he was trash, and I agree. But at the end of the day, when he was quarterback in JV, they won all their games. So don't you forget that.
But you never answered this question. What the hell did you feed him?
Well, because I had to work. Normally, I would give him noodles. So for the past couple of weeks, I've been feeding him anything that had to do with some type of pasta.
Hmm.
This time, because I had to work Thursday night, I was like, "Here's some money. Go to the Chinese store. I prefer you to get some noodles." So he was like, "What am I going to eat?" I said, "Get some shrimp lo mein." So he got some shrimp lo mein from the Chinese store. And I don't know what happened after that.
Well, that shrimp lo mein wasn't shit. I need some real pasta.
Yeah. So I'm off this Thursday, so you ain't got to worry about it. Him going to have some good old pasta on Thursday.
Hell yeah, see what he gonna do come
Yeah, he'll
Friday.
be all right. They're gonna win. I know if they want to make it to the semi, is it semifinals?
Hmm.
They better win this game, or they know they're going home. As the other coach said, inventory night, the long night.
It will be a long motherfucking night, I tell you that. And then
Hmm.
leaving with an L, it's gonna be a long,
Yep,
horrible night.
yep. So they can do it. They just gotta focus and do what they need to do and get the job done. So I talked to the head coach today, um,
You should have
and
told
talked to
that
him
nigga
about.
to put in some more plays, cause people on that shit.
Well, I just talked to him in reference to making sure Tavon makes some like 52 fake out plays as if he has the ball when he pass off.
You gotta sell it.
So yeah, so I just talked to him about that, and his response was, "We do that." I was like, "Yeah, whatever," because I mean, honestly speaking, they spoiled the hell out my child.
He gotta sell
I
the RPOs, and then on top of selling the RPOs, the coaches gotta in order to keep the defense on his toes. I say the first play of the game, he should run the ball. It should be an RPO for the running back, and he keep it and see what his hit just to keep the defense on his toes.
yeah, well, we'll see. This game is going to be not. It ain't going to be no easy game. It's going to be a little um tough. A few
Hmm.
years ago, we went into double overtime with them, and they freaking beat us by 2 points.
Wow.
So it's
So
gonna be
this
it's gonna be a good game.
this is a winnable game then.
It is a winnable game. It's always a winnable game. We just got to stay focused. And they've been now that my son is quarterback. You know, a lot of people are a lot more comfortable with him being quarterback, and they're
Hmm.
a lot more happier because they said the other quarterback kind of like choked under pressure. And there's a lot of people that's been saying it, but they don't realize that that's my nephew. So I just hear what they say, and at the end of the day, it's just like it's gonna be what it's gonna be. So
That's what's up. Well, hopefully they come out with that dub. I'm a
yeah, hope they do too.
my week was pretty Reggie, just how I like it.
Hmm.
Nothing too exciting. Shit
Yeah,
just was
same
Reggie.
here.
Let me
I
go.
don't understand.
Yeah, that's all it is. From week to week, I like my shit Reggie.
Mm-hmm.
I grown accustomed to it. Fuck it.
Well, ain't nothing wrong with having a regular week. Don't need a whole lot of excitement all the time.
I don't do too much. Work the week, football the weekends. I wake up Saturday, I'm watching college football all day long. I wake up Sunday, I'm watching pro football all day long. Shit crazy. Let me get into the hip hop news, ladies and gentlemen. Glorilla's romantic I Love Her video reveals her pregnancy was fake after all. I don't think I ever knew, and I won't think I ever give a fuck. That's what I gotta say to that one. Corday reveals Lil Wayne great advice that inspired new album, The Crossroads. It's a lot of dick eating, but I guess that's what it is. Drake loses 6 figures on Mike Tyson Jake Paul fight. Money on the
Yes,
line.
he did.
Money on the
He
line.
put he put $355,000, and if he would have won, his return would have been 101 million.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that damn. That's a good that's a good investment. Even though he lost that, he got the money to lose it. So
That's what I said too. He got the money to lose it, so
that was a good bet. Just in case Tyson pulls something out his ass. But
mm-hmm.
it was like Tyson the first round was cool. He was keeping the pressure on, and then after that he just let old boy do whatever the fuck he wanted to do. After that first round, he was on defense. After that, just biting his fucking glove and shit. I thought the nigga was
That's
hungry, huh?
I heard he was biting his glove. I said, well, I'm glad that he was biting the glove and not nobody's ear.
Yeah, he said, "Making a fighting sense." What he say? A fighting sensation or whatever the fuck he said. I don't know. He
He
got
censored he
he got a problem with biting, and he was biting the thumbs of his glove and shit. I
Lord.
my homie back in the day when we was growing up, probably about like 12 years old. This nigga used to bite his knuckle when he fight. Every time he'd bite his knuckle when he fight, and he had like some shit on his knuckle. I don't know if he still do that to this day, but the nigga
He
used
had
to.
like those calluses or something, like all that
Yeah,
skin missing and all of that.
yeah.
Yeah.
So he got that on his shit. That shit. He used to and he used to make weird ass noises like as he bite
Sound
his
like
fucking
oh,
knuckle.
he was, sound like he was autistic.
Yeah, motherfucker used to. That's how he was fighting all the time growing up. He had, but the way he'd hold his hands, it'd be like a fist. But he had an index finger poking out and bite that knuckle. The knuckle would be in his mouth while he got the other hand swinging. Then the knuckle come out the mouth. Then he swing the other hand and shit. But as you floating, he biting on that. He biting on that knuckle. Back to the hip hop news, ladies and gentlemen. Little Baby says new 21 Savage verse is his hardest ever. Well, we ain't heard it, so we'll see. The Game hits back at Mike Tyson critics after Jake Paul fight. Proud of you, champ. Dame Dash share Rockefeller purchase by New York State to help settle tax debt. Okay,
He's
so
still
he sold shares, well, his share of Rockefeller purchase by New York State to help settle tax debt. That's what it was.
I didn't
Diddy.
know he was still in debt.
What was that?
I said I didn't know he was still in debt.
I heard he owed the IRS like 8 or 9 million.
Uh,
So
mhm.
I guess he just trying to sell some shit.
Yeah, get out of debt.
Keep the IRS off his ass.
Well, you don't want them on your ass.
Yeah, he got him on his ass. That's about 8 million. Diddy is breaking jail rules to sneak phone calls and influence the jury pool, feds claim. Megan Thee Stallion allegedly tried to fight model Winnie Harlow over Tory Lane's post. What the fuck was that for? She wanted to fight Winnie Harlow over a post from. Girls is retarded. She wanted to fight Winnie Harlow over a Tory Lane post. She was on Tory Lane balls. That's safe to say. But she took the nigga to court, got him locked the fuck up. Oh, because she was drunk, I guess. But it is what it is. What happened is what the fuck happened. That ain't my business. And I don't give a shit. 50 Cent tells Mike Tyson to chill after morbid interview about death. You know you need me. You need me. My bad, I had to sing my part. My Tourette just came out on a smooth tip though. I slid in real smooth with that. Bootsy badass. I did. Bootsy badass expecting daughter with fiance. Girl number 9 on the way.
I've seen that. How old is that man?
How old is Bootsy?
Yeah,
He probably like 42, 43. Why
I've
you
seen
ask
that.
that?
Huh?
Why you ask
'Cause I
that?
thought he was in his 50s.
I ain't hear you.
I thought he was in his 50s.
Hell no. He look like he in his 50.
He look old.
Oh, I'm looking at him. Nigga look like an old skinny young ass Lou Rawls and shit. That's what he look like right now. Lou Rawls with a old skinny ass Lou Rawls with a Boosie fade. Back in the day, that's what he looked like. Cardi B claps back at Candace Owens over sly question about Kamala Harris support. Okay.
They said that those people, Kamala paid them to come up and talk.
Yeah, Beyonce got 5 million. Eminem got 2.5 million. Lizzo got about 5 million. No, 3 million. And Megan Thee Stallion got about like 5 or 7 million. 5 million.
Yeah.
It all equated to $20 million. So I guess it was like 10, 5, 2.5, and 2.5 for those
Yeah.
four. So
That's what
yeah.
they said. She paid them to come to support her. I was like, oh,
And they
okay.
said she had a whole lot of campaign money. She raised a lot of campaign money.
Yeah, they said she raised a whole lot in such little time.
Yeah, that's because they was trying to push her.
Yeah.
Once they knew Joe Biden couldn't do it, then they had no choice but to put that money behind her. Like, damn, this our only shot to win. Okay, put her in there.
Yep.
We'll open a checkbook. That's what the fuck happened. Let's get some influence. Let's get Megan Thee Stallion for the young crowd. Let's get Beyonce for all her followers. Let's get
Mhm.
Eminem and let's get Lizzo for her followers.
Yep.
So I
And you see,
guess
Jay Z ain't say nothing about who he's voting for.
yeah, you're right about that. And I
Well,
wouldn't think like even if he did, I wouldn't even think that I would really give a fuck.
no, but I mean, if I just, I don't know, I just feel like at the end of the day, um, he probably voted for Trump, and she did whatever endorsement she did for Kamala. That's how I feel.
That's a
That's all.
possibility. We
Yeah.
don't know who she voted for.
No, we don't. I mean, she could have voted for Trump too, and at the end of the day, just took that money.
Hmm. Or she could have just took them. I wonder in the contract was the money for a performance in her vote, or just for the
Did she,
performance.
okay, did she perform?
Well, I don't know about that. I think Megan Thee Stallion did.
Yeah, I know Megan performed. I seen that. She was shaking her ass, but not too much.
She can't help it.
Of course not. She's Megan Thee Stallion. If anybody thought she was gonna get up on that stage and not shake her ass, they sadly mistaken.
You right about that. And back to the hip hop news, ladies and gentlemen. Boys to Men biopic and documentary reportedly in the works. Well, that sounds good. Shouts out to Boys to Men. Boys to Men went to Kappa, right?
I think so. Was it Kappa? I think it was Kappa.
Yeah, I think they went to Kappa. For
Or
anybody else, what it stand for? Creative and Performing
yeah,
Arts.
yeah, it was Kappa then.
Yeah, Creative and Performing Arts. In Philly, that school is called Kappa. So now
Yep.
that's good. So then when a motherfucker lying, they be like, what he say? I'm gonna be like Kappa, nigga,
Hmm.
creative and performing arts out this motherfucker. He's so much of a motherfucking cap artist. Pharrell confronted by angry protesters at GQ party. You're an animal abuser. Next in the motherfucking news.
There they go
SZA,
with
what's that?
here they go with this shit.
Yeah,
Mind your business.
I'm trying. SZA admits regrets over stupid BBL. I'm so mad I did that. Yeah, you should have kept your Reggie body, baby. Jack Harlow reveals an unconventional pick for favorite rap group. Okay. 50 Cent backs Little Dirk to beat murder case after he hires higher powered lawyer. So 50 Cent, like, the motherfucker got the best lawyer to beat this murder case. He got a damn good chance to get off. You're gonna have to use that money. Pay him about 2 million. He might want a nickel. 50 Cent and Snoop Dogg reacts to Mike Tyson slapping Jake Paul in the face. Yeah, he smacked the shit out of him. That's like his best hit of the whole fight.
That was the pre-fight.
With, that was the pre-fight, but that was his best hit of the whole fight. Was that slap? That was the nigga
Hmm.
best hit. I swear to God, on that fucking fight, I could have went the fuck to sleep. Like, I stayed up to watch this bullshit.
I didn't even watch it. Netflix is having
I,
so many issues. I didn't watch it.
I was tired than a motherfucker trying. Man, it was one eye cracked open trying to watch that shit. And I'm like, God damn. I stayed up to watch this boring ass fight. The girls was getting it though. The girls, I think her name was Flores or whatever. She was walking old girl down. They both was getting it in, but old girl was using that head. She must got a motherfucking head of steel because she kept using that head, and then I seen her do like an intentional head, but I don't know if that her corner was telling her to open that eye up, but she did the damn thing.
Yeah, I heard that thing was flapping around. I was like, they ain't
Oh
stopped the fight.
man, the first cut was bad, but then She headbutted her again, and that motherfucker just opened up. I was like, God damn. I couldn't even look at that shit.
Yeah, I don't want to see that either.
Her shit was fucked up. I was like, damn, shorty. But she was still coming. She ain't had no fight in her. And I think she won because she was walking her down the whole fight. All shorty was doing was holding her and grabbing her and shit. I thought she was gonna knock her the fuck out, but old girl was holding on for dear life. That whole fucking fight, boy, she was holding on. But that was the best fight of that was the best fight of that night. I mean, the Mario Barrio fight was Reggie. I mean,
Okay. I ain't seen that.
they was getting it a little something. It was alright. It was better than the Tyson fight. That
Yeah,
was
but
the
that because I didn't want to kick my off. My
yeah
kids were trying to. They couldn't even get it on TV. They had to watch it on their cell phones, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna speak on this. I'm all right."
yeah. It was just it was. I like the pre-fights better than the main event. The main event was the motherfucker that put me to sleep. I'm like, why?
Well,
I'm like, why the
they
fuck I
made
stay up for this? That shit was crazy.
they made a little bit of money. I think that's all Tyson wanted. I think his account was like, "Your funds is getting low. You need to do something."
I mean, I'm sure he had a little bit of chicken from doing movies and doing other shit and having investments, but shit,
Yeah, that's all I said. Getting
it's
low.
hard. It's hard to turn down 20 million when you only
Shit,
about like 5 or 10 up. Shit,
you
that'll
ain't
put
gonna
you
lie.
at about 50 maybe.
Yep. And Paul got dude. He got what 40.
Yeah, he got 40 million.
Yep.
hmm And back to the hip hop news, ladies and gentlemen.
Hmm.
Kanye West accused of lewd sex acts and sharing nude Kim Kardashian pics in new lawsuit. I mean, sharing Kim Kardashian pics, I'm sure that shouldn't be a fucking lawsuit. Everybody done seen her body. So, bada boom, bada bang, bada ding a ling. Snoop Dogg wants to design 2028 Olympic medals through new jewelry line. That'll be dope.
Yeah, he always got himself into something.
Yeah, but
They just who he voted for, I think,
what
or
happened?
something like that. I said I think I read something where it said he just he came out expressing why he didn't share who he was voting for, or something like that.
Mm,
Uh,
I never heard his voice. I mean his vote.
yeah, he kept it quiet. He kept it
Okay,
quiet.
now we know about that. Lil Wayne announced his second Hot Boys and Big Timers reunion concert in Houston. That's what's up. Take that shit on the road.
Hmm.
Hell yeah. Everybody get a Louisiana tour. Have that shit in all the cities so that they can experience it. It'll put some money in them niggas' pockets and it'll
Yeah.
definitely sell out. All because Lil Wayne the headliner. So that shit gonna sell out. Have Turk and all them open up with like three of their songs, maybe five, just to warm up, and then Wayne come out there and kill it. Then they do their songs together and do the damn thing like that. You can easily set that up. That'd be a dope concert. And you can,
Hmm.
if y'all niggas listening, you can have my idea. That was for free. The next one gonna cost you. Had Juvie do his shit. Juvie gotta go last out of BG and Turk and Manny Fresh and all them. BG gotta, I mean, Juvenile gotta go. Juvie gotta go last before Lil Wayne come up. So we off of that. I'm gonna get into the. That was the end of the hip hop news, ladies and gentlemen. We off of that. We're gonna get into the topic, and it is: how do you know you found love after so many relationships? You wanna?
That's a question.
Yeah, that's the question. How do you know you found
I
love
always,
after so many relationships?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I read a post. I don't know if it was earlier today or yesterday. I was trying to find it where they were saying that sometimes when a man is in a relationship and he loses that one relationship, he knows he fucked up,
Hmm.
and there's no other relationship like that one. But and I'm sure this happens all the time, and I'm sure for whatever the reason is, a lot of times when that one person is out of your life and gone, and you know you can't get that person back. I guess my question would be: is it love? Is it true love after that?
I would say it wasn't true if it was going just like that and it wasn't worked on, then it wasn't
Well, I mean,
true. It is what it is.
it is, but sometimes
And
it can be
then
worked on. It still don't last. You get what I'm saying?
right, it can be worked
So
on.
I mean, it could be worked on, but again, like it could be worked on and it just doesn't last. And I guess that's where my question comes in at. Like, let's just say in one of your past relationships, right?
Hmm.
You you knew you had the perfect person at some point in time, and now you know that there's never a chance for you to get back with this person, even though y'all broke up, got back together, broke up, got back together. And in a sense, your heart is still with that person, but it's a lost cause.
Hmm.
How do you move on to actually find true love after that?
How to move on after you find true love after that? Well, first you probably gotta give yourself a break. Some people take a nice little length off to get their shit together, probably like 6 months, 3 to 6 months, I say, to get yourself together, get mentally prepared for the next man, I guess. And more than likely, a female already see what they like, they know what they want, so they'd rather fuck with that. And whoever they want or whoever they get, hopefully that's somebody that they like that meets their personality. I guess I don't know what to say about that one. That's like I don't know. See, I mean, see if they're compatible. Um, the personality is that's a big thing for me. How a motherfucker care for me and all that. It depends on a whole lot.
Yeah, I just seen that post and I was just like, well, does this person ever find true love? And because it was a comment about men, and my thought process was like, okay, so his true love he lost. He will probably never get her back. How does he move on, and does he ever find true love, or does he settle?
Who knows if you might strike it lucky again. I
I mean, you
mean,
might.
you probably can find, yeah. I mean, it depends on the guy and what he like. What's his type? Maybe his type he attract true love. Who knows? But I know
Yeah,
every time that I lost something that was cool, I just said fuck it. That's just me. I say fuck it. It is what it is. That's how I take that one.
yeah. I was just wondering. I mean, it was just like, damn. I understood where this came from, and at the end of the day, like, could this person actually find true love again?
Yeah, me. I just try not to look back. I try
Yeah,
not
I
to.
know. All relationships I ended for a reason. Trust me. So looking back was never a situation, a problem. Mm-mm, no, I'm good.
Yeah.
When I knew I was done, I was done.
And people gotta weigh out the pros and the cons. Motherfuckers do emotional shit instead of weighing out the pros and the cons of what's going on and every factor that that's in their fucking life.
Hmm.
Motherfuckers ignore that. They just make a decision and be like, nah, I don't wanna fuck with you no more. They don't weigh out the pros and the cons. They just say fuck it. Some shit can get worked out. Some shit can't.
Yeah.
And that's how I see
Yeah.
that one. How you feel?
Um, I I can't relate to this one because, like I said, I've never I don't have any uh emotional attachment to anybody that I'm no longer with. So for me, um, I can't really relate. The only thing that I can say is that, with some research and some reading, sometimes they say three times is the charm. Like they say, a person can only fall in love three times.
Mm-hmm.
The first time, I forget what it said. Second time, I don't remember. But the third time is like that is your actual true love. Is what some research says.
So the first two don't
Um,
work out, and then you get hit with another one a little
yeah, I'm
later
about to.
on in life.
That's what they say. That's what they say. I'm gonna see if I can find it on the internet.
Oh, that sounds dope. So you get three true loves. I'm I'm trying to think that I have three. I don't even know. I don't even know if I had a true love. I'm thinking like a motherfucker because I don't see nothing being true if the motherfucker still ain't here. So I don't know how to feel
Well,
about that.
saying, and I ain't gonna say maybe true love might not be the right thing to say, but
Motherfuckers that you love a lot, a whole lot. On a
mm-hmm,
you love on a different level.
right.
That's what we'll say. We ain't gonna call it true love. Motherfucker that you just loved on another level. We'll say that best fits it. That fitted pretty good. Have you? How many? You said three. Three.
They say the third one is the one.
Okay, so you get two, but the third one is the one. Why? Because you're more mature. You already know what you want. You know what you like, and all that. So
I
that's
don't
what
know,
you
to be
think.
honest. I'm trying to find it, the
Okay.
different steps that they have in reference to it.
Uh, Hopefully you come up with it. Gotta hear this one. You getting your Googles on?
Mm-hmm. I don't have my computer, so I got to work from my phone.
Uh, do the damn thing. Let me see what we got.
But I do think,
What's that?
um, I do think that, with all of that being said, that sometimes in life people will settle just to be happy and to be comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but at the same time, I also think that there is a possibility that you could find actual true love again. Let me see. I think I just found it. The three love, the
But
triangle.
but nowadays, I know females be like, I ain't settling. So then they go their whole life and never find a motherfucker that like they look up. It's 10 years later and they still ain't settled. So I don't understand that. You gotta go through what, like 50 men to find true love? How that
All
works?
right, all right, here it is. According to the three love theories, we all experience three big loves in our life, with the final love being the healthiest and the most successful. The first love is lust and is founded primarily on sexual attraction, and the second love is intimacy and founded on compatibility as well as sexual attraction. The third love is commitment, and it involves lust and intimacy as well as a decision to commit to one another through life's ups and downs.
That's dope. What's the name of that?
I'll send it to you. This is on things you should WikiHow. I just put in what is the three love theories.
Okay. The three love theories.
Three love theories.
Oh, three love theories.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
and it breaks. It's a whole lot more to read. I just read the synopsis of it, but it's a lot more to read.
Yeah. How deep does it goes? Shit.
And let me go back into it because I just walked out of it.
Yeah.
All right.
Let a nigga know.
It says love. Number one, first love, lust. The first love in the three love theories is what is sometimes called puppy love. It is intense and all consuming and usually occurs when we're young and extremely impressionable and inexperienced and our hormones are going wild. Like a firework is often bright, shiny, fiery, but ultimately short lived since it's pretty much operates solely on the lizard brain horniest.
Mm.
Um, the first love usually ends as both partners gradually learn more about themselves and each other as people and realize their passion does not necessarily translate into compatibility. The second love is intimacy. After your fireworky first love, you're a little bit older now. So remember you asked that question in reference to maturity. It could have something to do with some kind of maturity. Oh, so because it says that now that you're a little older, a little wiser, and you know yourself well enough to know you need more than just a good rump in the hay to keep a relationship going strong. The second love may begin with sexual attraction, just like the first, but it's about more than just sex. You and your partner really vibe with one another. However, the second relationship usually doesn't last either. Because although you and your partner have real, authentic intimacy and are so close you even finish each other's sentences, your relationship lacks long term commitment.
Mm.
Um, your attachment to your second love is usually greater than the first one, but this love is still founded primarily on newness, which doesn't last. Um, second love doesn't account for the way people grow and change. So if you and your partner begin to grow in opposite directions, or if your relationship is affected by a major upheaval like a job loss, illness, compatibility alone is unlikely to be enough to save it.
Okay.
Uh, third love is commitment. The third love is about more than just sex and compatibility. It's about a deep and abiding commitment to one another, both now and in the future. In your second love, you and your partner may be committed to one another for the present, but the third love exists beyond just the intimate, just but beyond just the immediate moment. The third love is wise and knows life will throw curveballs at you, and the true love is based on more than just vibing. It is based on intentionally, and decide a decision to love one another. Um, The love couple may reach a level of attachment where they view their partners as an extension of themselves so much that their heartbeats even more line up. Lord, so much that their heartbeats may even line up over time due to how physical and emotionally close they are. Well, that's decent.
Yeah, that sound dope.
I never knew that.
Read that last part again for me about their
It says,
heartbeat line up and all that.
it says their love, the third love couple may reach a level of attachment where they view their partners as an extension of themselves, so much that their heartbeats may even line up over time due to how physically and emotionally close they are.
That's dope.
Yeah,
I mean,
this is
what?
Sternberg's theory of love.
Okay, that's dope. What you think about it? Which one you like? You like best, the first, second, or the third?
I can't necessarily say that I like one the best. Um, I think I may have probably been in all the first two relationships in my past.
Yeah,
I think I could possibly be in that third relationship as we speak right now. I don't, so yeah, I can't necessarily say, which one is better. I just think that the way the universe aligns situations, things, and people, I could be very much so matching the heartbeat of my soulmate.
yeah. I think that's dope. I never knew that though. Something new to me.
Yeah, me either.
Three love theories. Well, that's a good theory. Maybe it's some truth to all that. Shit.
Yeah, we'll see. I remember reading this a while back, and that's kind of why I was like, I wonder if true love could come about in situations like that. But I guess it depends on every person, every relationship they're in.
Yeah. Some females don't get to experience true love.
I don't think before now, I don't think I have experienced true love.
Cause I
You know,
can.
I think I've been through puppy love. I think I've been through the second phase, but the third one, I think I'm working on something special right now.
Is it more so the vibe? What makes it special?
It's more than a vibe. It's so weird at times because when I feel a certain way, he feels a certain way. Um, we're two of a kind at the end of the day, and it's just like I understand his vibes in the same way he understands my vibes, and it's just like those moments where we finish each other's sentences, or I don't know, it's just like that connection. That's why I said,
Finish
even
each other's
though,
sentences and probably text at the same time.
yes,
Text the
like
same
it's
shit at the same time.
yep, yep, it's all that. It's just like sometimes I just sit back and be like, okay, work your magic, God.
God gonna let it do what it do. There's still believers out there.
It is believers. It is.
People that still believe in love.
I believe it's still good people out here and on this world.
A lot of people. I mean, yeah, a lot of people. If they experienced it, they believe in it, and they want to get that
Mhm.
again. Females that
Yeah,
never experienced that probably don't have a care in the world to even get a chance to experience it.
yeah, experience it or even see it with their own parents, grandparents, aunt, uncles.
They probably just running through boyfriends and shit.
Yeah,
Never experienced true love. They
I
don't have. Go ahead.
yeah. I I spoke to this little girl on Friday after the football game, and her brother and my oldest son are really good friends, and her little sister and my daughter are really good friends.
Hmm.
And I just spoke to her because I had been hearing some things in reference to her hoeing around, or as the kids say, she a bot. So
A thought or a bot?
a bot.
A bop. Okay.
Yeah. So my sister they say in Philly they botting and bopping,
Okay.
but I don't live in Philly, so I don't know what they say in Philly. But and I just I just just talk to her about some things, and she lives with her dad, and her dad is military. He's really stern, he's really strict, and there's not a female in the house, and I think that's part of it. And I
How old is
told
she?
her she's about to be 18. She's 17. She's a senior at the high school.
Okay.
And I just had a conversation with her about some things that I heard, and I wasn't happy about it. And don't go out here doing things because you think people are going to like you for it, and all of that stuff. Have some self respect for yourself, for your family, and be smart about the things that you do. You about to be 18. The law is about to change for you. I just gave her the whole spill,
Hmm.
and she kind of got teary eyed. And I was like, "Oh, do you want a hug?" And she was like, "Yes." And it was just like she melted in my arms, and I just was just like, "Okay, this girl don't have no mother figure in her life."
Damn.
It's sad, So
Where
I
her
say
mom?
all of that. I don't know where her mom is at.
Her mom not
I
in the
really,
picture?
I can't answer that question because I have no clue.
Okay.
They are from Philly as well,
Oh, alright.
so I don't know if mom is still in Philly or what. I do know that there was a stepmom around, which was the little sister, but if I'm not mistaken, or it may have been another woman. I'm not really sure, so don't quote me on it. But around last year, another female was in the picture and she left.
Okay.
So I don't know if it's the little brother, because I think they might have a little brother, or if it's the little sister who's friends with my daughter. But I say all of that just in the instance, in the sake of seeing, being able to relate and understand what real love is. Some females don't see that. Some men don't see it.
You right about that. You right about that. And I'm thinking, is it a thing like they never experienced it because of who they are, how they act, how they treat, how they care for people? That's what it comes down to, and they probably never experienced that. Never
Yeah.
experienced how to be treated, so they'd take anything because they think that's the normal.
Yeah.
When you gotta argue,
Um,
fuss, and fight,
yeah.
I was I was accepting that shit as a young boy, but I can't accept that shit nowadays. Like,
Well,
I'm not gonna.
ain't nobody
My whole thing is,
relate.
I'm not gonna be arguing with you every fucking day of the
Oh,
fucking week.
definitely.
I'm not gonna be arguing with you 3 days out the week. None of that shit. Like all that arguing shit. If you don't know how to talk it out and come to a conclusion, then it ain't gonna work for me. I can guarantee that shit. Like I'm at the point of my life where shit gotta make sense, and definitely gotta have somebody that you compatible with. Like no compatibility, no attraction, no sexual attraction. All of that shit means something. So that's something
It does.
you gotta take that in the
It does. Everything has to line up with one another. I hear a lot of people say, like, at the end of the day, I don't like people because of physical attraction. You gotta get their attention for somewhere, some way, and it always starts with physical attraction. Whether he's cute, or he got big feet, or she got a big ass, or she got a good
Right.
body, or something is it has attracted you, and it's always that physical aspect of it.
Right. And well, what was I about to say?
Oh, I'm sorry.
I was about to say something. It'll come back to me, I guess.
My bad.
No, you good. I forget what I was going to say. I'm thinking of it right now. But it's my whole thing is you never know. Like I think you. It's all about how much a motherfucker fuck with you. Like a female probably not all in. She probably got one foot in and one fucking foot out. Who knows? But it's a respect factor and time spent is a must. I mean, you gotta spend some time together.
Yeah, gotta build that love.
Enjoy each other company.
Exactly, and
Sometimes
that's
shit
another.
sometimes shit get rocky, but it ain't nothing that will blow over. So it's all about how much time spent. Is this person do this person really fuck with you to put in that time?
Hmm.
Um uh yeah, I mean shit. Time spent, communication, all that plays a big factor. Communication, time spent, uh definitely respect
Yeah,
on both sides. Everything is on both sides. It come to one common cause and rock out. Shit, it ain't hard.
no, it's not.
It ain't hard
You got,
once you figured out
yeah,
what you want.
you gotta be willing to put the work in.
Yeah, you gotta put the work in,
You got, you
and
gotta be.
what she mean by putting the work in is putting the work in on yourself. You gotta do the work. You know what
Oh,
you like. You know what you don't like.
well, I will hope, and I know this is far fetched, but I will hope by the time you come into this third step of a relationship where you're ready to settle down and commit and be committed, that you already filtered out all of the nooks and kinks that you have. So you should already know your wants, the pros and the cons, and everything that comes with it. So when I say committed, not only you got to be committed to yourself, but you got to be committed to each other,
Mhm.
and that's what I mean. Like, not and when you in a relationship, you can't just say, "Oh, I." It's we, us.
Yeah, that's against them.
Exactly.
Some people don't take it like that.
I know one thing. If my dude do something and I don't like it, I got his back. And I tell my kids the same thing. But when we get in that car, when we get in at home, I'ma
That's
lay
some
his
dumb
ass
shit.
out. I'ma lay his ass out. Like, what the fuck? Like, that was so just whatever the case may be, you know?
Mhm. Motherfucker do some dumb shit. I mean, yeah, you gotta check a motherfucker, especially if you know better. Definitely gotta check
Definitely.
a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But how females do that nowadays is with an argument. They can't talk. They can't talk. They always gotta get piped up to say what the fuck they feel when they can just sit a motherfucker down and calmly talk like how I'm talking. Listen, I ain't like when you did this. I ain't like when you do that. Bada boom, bada bang, bada ding a ling. It ain't hard. Motherfuckers wanna start arguing, hollering, and fucking cussing and all that shit. When
That comes to play when you gotta be committed to that other person too.
yeah, I mean
And
I go ahead.
relationships aren't easy. So when you want decide that you want to sit down and have a relationship, you got to be dedicated to put that work in if you want that relationship to work.
Yeah, and
Now, if you come
go ahead.
other intentions, then that needs to be the first thing. Listen, friends with benefits. That's what I want. I'm not looking for no long term relationship. I'm not looking for this, but I want this.
Yeah.
You know, so much easier just to be open and honest with what you want.
Hell yeah. Gotta be willing to put the work in. And it
It'll
ain't.
save a lot of
Go ahead.
heartbreak too. It'll save a lot of heartbreak.
Yeah, it ain't. It ain't. You're right about that. It do take some heartbreak, but once you once you figure it out, you'll know what the fuck is up. Some people, I know back in like high school days, motherfucker, that's when the love probably was pure. You'll stay with that girl for like a few years, probably to some motherfuckers stay with their high school sweetheart for over 10 fucking
Forever.
years. Hell yeah. Some of them
Some people,
motherfuckers
my
probably still together,
yep,
and that's all
yep,
they know. They don't know nothing else.
yep.
They don't know a motherfucking thing else. I've been with this nigga. This is my first boyfriend. I've been with him since high school, and we
My
still
first,
rocking.
yep.
I ain't had that high school love. I mean,
I had a high, but it
I had a
didn't last
couple
long.
girlfriends in high school. I had about like 3 or 4. I remember when I was in like the 10th grade. A 12th grader used to always come down outside my classroom, talking about come here. And I go out there and we'll talk and all that shit, and I go back in, and 12th grader was on me. That was crazy. I had just came from Bartram Freshman Center to Bartram Main Building, and was I advanced? No, I wasn't even advanced around that time. I was still a young boy, but I was coming into myself around that time. And I guess she was tearing my Mac up. She shot her motherfucking shot. I remember her coming to my classroom every goddamn day. And she wasn't ugly neither. She wasn't ugly. She was a nice looking girl back in those days. You know. I, that shit was I thought I was the man around that time because I guess all the niggas I was around liked her. And she ain't wanna fuck with none of them.
Like you.
Yeah, she liked me. That's what it was in high school. I was a little 10th grader. I was damn near a freshman. It was gonna take me a couple more years to get the fuck out of high school. She ain't give a fuck. And I got some more stories about that, but I don't think I want to get into. I don't want to get into that shit on this podcast. I know later on down the line I'll probably say something about it, but that'll just throw this shit off. And I ain't trying to pivot. I'm trying to stay with it. So yeah, it takes that young bull. It takes that shorty doo wop. You gotta get your shit together. Learn how to talk. Learn how to communicate. Learn how to take accountability.
Learn how to compromise.
Learn how to compromise. Definitely. Learn how to
Learn,
work together. Be a team.
yeah, learn how to take critical. What's the word?
What you talking about?
When someone critical. When someone tells you something that you're not gonna really like.
I said take accountability. I know it's a ability. Take accountability. Take
It's
damn.
critical concept. I don't know what it's called either, but I'm just gonna say take critical
I used to
concept.
tell
Be
my
able
kids that all the time. I know what you're talking about, but I
be,
can't get it.
be able be able to understand and see how people see you. Because at the end of the day, if you sit back, because a lot of times we don't see ourselves. We know who we are, yeah, but we don't see ourselves. And sometimes we can be some real nasty folks. But
Yeah,
hearing somebody else tell us that, we got to be able to accept that concept of what they are saying and say, okay, this is how they feel, this is how they view me. And if you don't like how they view you or how they feel about you, if you're in a relationship, that's part of the compromise of sitting back and saying, okay, what do I need to do to fix this situation so my man, my woman won't feel this type of way about me?
yeah, and if you know that nigga upset, then have a talk. Damn, what I do? Is it something I did, or what's going on with you? And that's the same with you and your chick. Same thing. You can voice your opinion, and I'd rather a motherfucker tell me something they don't like on the spot rather than to bring that shit up weeks down the line, years down the fucking line. Like, baby, you didn't see me do this for a long ass time, and you finally saying some shit because we got into a little heated argument. I think that's corny, so I don't accept that shit. I be like, that's old news. If you ain't like it, you should have told me that from the rip. You got me doing this shit all the time. What the fuck you want me to do now? You could have told me that from the jump. That's my whole thing. And everything ain't a motherfucking argument, and sometimes a motherfucker feelings get hurt, and if you can step out of your feelings and recognize what a motherfucker's saying and say to yourself, well, you know what he asking for. He ain't asking me to kill my fucking self or to go kill somebody. He just trying to teach me how to treat him, or she just trying to teach me how to treat her.
Hmm.
That's all it is learning each other.
Yep.
I mean, a lot of people just wing it and get into fucking arguments over nothing when it could be talked out. I don't like that you leave the toilet seat up every time you go piss. Put it back down. I'm a lady. You know, say what you
Yeah.
say. Say what you say. So that's where the compromise come in at.
Say what you say so it can be reciprocated and clear and understood.
Mhm.
Because I know my ass, I'd be like, fuck, I done fell in the damn toilet. Close the damn toilet seat.
And another thing, I'm the type that if y'all a team and it's a team effort, then where you slack off, I pick up. I know every day ain't gonna be the same fucking day. I know some days you probably tired and you don't feel like cooking. Okay, I get in there and cook some shit. I mean, I'm a gourmet chef. Why not chef some shit up? I got some time. Or you don't wanna clean this. Okay, well I clean it. Oh, you don't wanna do the dishes. All right, cool. I got it. It's all about team effort. That's the only way you gonna make shit work. Where motherfucker lack or slack, that's where you pick up. And it gotta be done on both sides. If it ain't done on both sides, then it's just a long fucking stretch. A motherfucker get burnt out real quick. Get well done and be like, I'm tired of this shit. I'm burnt the fuck out.
Yeah.
I'm doing every fucking thing. I'm burnt the fuck out. How we a team and where I slack, she ain't picking up, or she slacking every fucking minute of the fucking day, and I gotta pick up every fucking thing. Yeah, motherfucker get burnt out from that shit real quick. But before you
Sure
get
did.
burnt out, you say something. You say what's happening. Okay, this is what's happening, and this is what's happening. You ain't doing this, you ain't doing that. I need some help. I mean, don't get into your feelings, but I need some fucking help. I need you to start picking back up. Are you depressed? You stressed? What's going on with you? You used to do it. or maybe she never did it. Who knows? But whatever, it should be a team effort. It shouldn't be. It should be leveled out. Whereas though is it's at a balance. Because if it's too much of this and too little of that, then that can cause a whole motherfucking problem.
Hmm. Yes, they
Especially,
can.
yeah, it can cause a fucking problem. And I say the people that's been in long relationships, they understand that they wouldn't have been in that relationship for so long. Some people still in that relationship. Some people been together 25 years, 27 years, 30 years, 40 years, 45 years. People been together that long all because of that right there.
Yeah.
They don't have to argue and fuss with each other every fucking day, and maybe they like each other company. Some people grow apart and don't like each other company, but they still together. Who knows how this shit
Yeah.
works? But
I agree.
that's that in a nutshell, though. That's what I say. Let me see. Get into some emails. Let me see. This one is: am I wrong for telling all my ex's friends exactly how he broke up with me? My
Yeah.
my 29-year-old female, well, she 29-year-old female. She said my ex-boyfriend, 27-year-old male, broke up with me today. He came to my work and asked me to take a 5-minute break. He walked me right outside the door, turned around, and ended it. When I questioned him about this because we hadn't had many issues in the 2 years we had been dating, his answer was, "You did nothing wrong." When I pressed further, he stated he just lost feelings for me. When I asked how we can work on a relationship, he finally revealed that he has feelings for Sasha. Not real name. Okay, that's just a made up name. And he found out she liked him back. For context, Sasha was recently made friend of his. Sasha was a recently made friend of his. Okay. The three of us went to a convention in North Carolina about 3 months ago, and I caught a weird vibe from her. So I watched how they interacted. She would only really engage with him. She was always texting him, always hanging out with him. I told him how I felt about her, but I didn't want to be the crazy possessive girlfriend. So I played nice and didn't push him to cut off the relationship. A huge mistake on my part. But we all learn lessons by making mistakes, right? I was incredibly angry and cussed him out. If I hadn't been at work, I probably would have smacked him. I then proceeded to tell every single one of our mutual friends exactly what he told me. The anger has since given way. Well, the anger has since given way, and I'm thinking with a clearer head. And it's left me wondering if telling all of his friends exactly why he broke up with me, why we broke up, might have been the asshole move. She said, I used incorrect wording. I should have said I wanted to smack him rather than probably would would have if we were alone. I wasn't thinking clearly when I wrote this post. I don't care. Some private conversations. Okay. What you think about that?
As far as females, unfortunately, we always act off of emotions, and we have to learn to not act off of emotions. Telling your personal business, his personal business, y'all business, yeah, that was an asshole move. Um, You made the mistake already, so you just live with it and go on about your business. There's nothing more that you can say or do. You just learn from your mistakes.
Yeah. What I think about that is, yeah, it wasn't right. I mean, that's some sleazy shit to bring that girl around you, and that's some weird shit for letting that girl get so close to your man. Especially if you said you took a step back to see the vibes. So I think that's weird. You don't let another female oppose on you, man. You check that shit like, hold on, baby, you're a little bit too close to my man, or you giving my man a little bit too much rhythm here. Just make sure this shit is straight. And them texting and all that shit, I think that's a little bit too much. So,
He ain't stopped, so you already yet.
that was something that she allowed. And now she heartbroke, and he broke it off with her. She heartbroke, she don't know what to do. And she beside herself wanting to put all her business out there. The emotions, the feelings, and all that shit, she can't hide it. That shit is just pouring out because she hurt. When she need to take that hurt and try to learn herself a little better. Don't put that shit out on Facebook and all that shit. Tell all the friends, all the mutual friends why he broke up with you. Just let it be. Take a step back, get yourself together. Maybe he wasn't the one for you. Everybody got in their heart broke before. A lot of motherfuckers got their heart broke before. And people do that every day. I guess he just liked Sasha better. What I got right here?
Can I add something to that?
Go ahead.
I was talking with my sister earlier, and we were talking just in reference to feelings and just in general. And a lot of times, to avoid conflict, we don't say a lot or speak our mind or speak in just in general. I'm not saying we, as me and my sister. I'm saying just in general as an overall. Sometimes we won't speak up. At the end of the day, who loses for not speaking up? Because he didn't care about breaking up with you. So you should have spoke up and said what you had to say. And regardless of how you felt, regardless of what ended up in the relationship, you the one now hurt.
Mm-hmm.
He done moved on and doing whatever he gonna do. We as a people have to stop selling ourselves short because ain't nobody else selling us short. Ain't nobody else care about our feelings. Nobody else care about what what they say or what they do affects us.
Yeah, I think
Give 'em
she allowed that. And that shouldn't have
yeah,
happened. She allowed
yep.
it. And that shouldn't have never happened. But anyway, let me read this one. I found out my husband had a second family and his excuse was ridiculous. For years I thought my marriage was perfect. My husband James worked long hours, but he always made time for family, dinner, and date night. That is until I noticed he was getting a lot more business trips than usual. At first I thought nothing of it. He worked hard, maybe too hard, but I trusted him completely. One day I got a Facebook friend request from a woman named Lisa. She looked normal enough, but when I clicked on her profile, my jaw dropped. There was James, my husband, and her profile picture with her and two kids. They looked like him. I stared at the screen for what felt like an eternity. I messaged her pretending to be polite and said, "Hi Lisa, I noticed we seem to have a mutual connection. How do you know James?" Her response made me want to throw my laptop across the room. "Oh, James is my husband. How do you know him?" Turns out, James had been splitting his time between two families for years. When I confronted him, his excuse was, "I just wanted to make everyone happy." Really? Happy? Needless to say, I packed my bags, filed for divorce, and sent Lisa the contact info for my lawyer. Last I heard, she left him too. So they both was married to the same nigga.
Yeah, in different states. It's not legal, but it can happen.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll let you start on that one.
I mean, it doesn't sound like no drama kicked off. So, I mean, I guess in my perspective, they handled it the right way. She did what she had to do to protect her and her feelings and her family if she had kids with him, and the other lady did. James should be ashamed of himself because you married two women, and here it is, and I'm gonna be petty with it.
Hmm.
You married two, they take your ass to court, you ain't gonna have no money. And
Well,
if they took him to court, I wouldn't blame them. But that's some shit right there.
that's
That's some
crazy.
shit right there. That's some hurtful stuff right there.
Yeah,
Because he ain't want nobody to be hurt. Well, look what happened.
I guess that's all he could come up with at that time.
Shame on him.
Cause there's no way you married and you gonna marry another motherfucker
People out here to
trying
do
to
it all.
make it trying to make a motherfucker happy. There's no way. You just was doing your thing. You had two families. You split your time between the two, and
You got
you got caught out there. Who knows how old girl just so happens to send your wife a friend request on fucking Facebook.
yeah.
She was snooping.
He found,
She must have knew. She must have knew about old girl to send her a
I
fucking
think
face request.
he found out too.
And I guess old girl just wanted to tell her that yeah, James is my motherfucking husband too. That's all I can get out of that one because she not
Yeah.
going. She wouldn't even. How the fuck she know who you are
Right.
to even request you on Facebook? James must have
Yeah.
said your name, or maybe she dug deep into some shit and found some shit
hmm
and said, okay, well, let me look for this person name.
I don't think James did all that. If he did, he's a dumbass.
Did all what?
Unless he wanted it. So she probably
It was probably
snooping
her
around.
detective work. Who knows?
So I'm saying it was probably her snooping around and came across some stuff.
It's like, damn, my husband married on the
Yeah,
other
damn,
side in another state. I wonder
yeah,
how long was his business trips.
yeah. I was like, for the day, he's gone for a while. I guess he was
Hell
gone
yeah.
like I guess a few days throughout the week. A few days with this family, a few days with that family.
Hell yeah. I mean, how can you do that for a long period of time?
I know for him, eventually it's going to be tiresome.
Hmm. Sadly, I know a story like that.
Yeah, me too. But they wasn't married.
Um, this one was married. I don't know if he was married to the other person, but they didn't find out until he died.
Hmm
They found out at the funeral.
Yeah.
Damn, I got brothers and sisters and shit that look just like me. This little fat neck motherfucker look just like me.
Yeah. I asked my biological dad a long time ago. If you die today or tomorrow, is anybody gonna pop off and say they related to us? He was like, no, I had one possibility and it came out it wasn't my kid. I was like, all right, bet.
Damn. I mean, that shit happens more common than non-common, I guess. But
But it's been happening for generations. You know, not that it's right, but it's been happening for generations.
yeah, that shit happens a whole lot. Motherfucker have a family on this side of town, have
Yep.
another family on the next side of town. They be in the same
Yep.
motherfucking city.
Well, my kid's daddy.
Oh shit. He was thinking big. He said, fuck it. I'm gonna go the next state over.
Every place my kid's there, every place he lived or worked in, he got
Mm,
a baby in there.
damn. Say it again. Every place he lived or worked in.
Yep, he got a baby in that neighborhood.
Oh shit. He a very busy
These, these,
man.
these kids be coming out the woodworks. That's how crazy it gets.
He a busy ass nigga, huh?
Shame on him. I ain't got to worry about it no more.
Should I do another one or close it out?
How long we been on here?
It's been almost an hour and a half.
I guess we can do one more and then call it a day.
Alright, cool. Let's see what we got here. Okay, let's read this one. Why do some men make comments like this? New to dating again. I would say I am an attractive lady, and now that I'm recently single, I am dating again after a long term relationship of 7 years ended. I would say I'm on the hotter side, but I definitely don't post exposing photos. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I definitely love getting ready and do full glam, makeup, hair, outfit. It's just something I've always enjoyed since a little girl. However, I come across some guys who make comments like this. You're trouble, aren't you? I can tell if you're an angel or trouble. You're single? Let me take you on a date so I can uncover the red flags. Is that your devil drink you're drinking? Because I was drinking a red drink on a date. Are these men I should avoid? Are they insecure? Are they trying to upset me? Any wise advice here? I'm new to dating again, which is why I'm asking and haven't experienced this. Also, these comments are kind of offensive because they're judging off of appearances and untrue. And yes, those comments are just unnecessary. What do you think? What you gotta tell the old girl?
I have no clue because I'm not dating and I've been dating in almost 2 years. So I
Yeah.
don't know. I think they corny pickup line.
Yeah. I what I say to old girl was it's a lot of dickheads out here. Like it's a lot of dickheads out here, and no, you shouldn't settle for that. A lot of niggas don't got that game, that gift of gab. A lot of niggas don't know what the fuck to say when they see the best looking girl they ever fucked with or the best looking girl they ever talked to. They don't know what the fuck to say out their mouth. They get tongue tied. They start thinking crazy. Oh, she looks so good that why she single? Or you trouble, ain't you? You like to do this and you like to do that and all that shit. That's a little bit too much. A motherfucker that's trying to get to know you, they ain't gonna approach you like that. Already preconceiving who the fuck they think you are. Um, it don't work like that. A lot of niggas say stupid shit out their mouth. Maybe they think that you over their standards. I guess you above their standards. and they don't know how to deal with that. But they'll figure it out. Like if they started to deal with you and you give them a chance and y'all have a relationship, they'll figure it out that you just a regular bitch. I shouldn't have
Regular
said
female.
that. I shouldn't have
Yeah,
said that.
right.
But yeah, they'll figure out that you Reggie, and that's how they should approach it rather than say dumb shit. I mean, asking you, are you single? Yeah, that's cool. But asking you, you trouble and you drinking a red drink, what's that? The devil's drink. They don't know what to say out their mouth because they never dealt with somebody like you before. Maybe they don't know
And
how to be romantic, how to be smooth.
and I agree with that part. And I'm also going to add, like, sometimes men don't know what to say because their nerves is messing with them too. So
Mm.
maybe you can be, "Hey, let's start this over again." Like, let's just say, like I said earlier, like if you might think you might be physically attracted to this person and you're willing to see what this person is about, you can correct them, but like, whoa, that was a bad pickup line. Let's start this over again. You know, like it's
Hmm.
ways and get what you want out of
I say to that, like I said before earlier in this podcast, you got to teach people how you would like to be treated. When they say dumb shit out like that out your mouth and you feel some type of way, is ways to combat that. You can say, well, you know, why do I look like what? I like to keep myself up. I like to look good. I like to smell good. I like to dress good. Everything I like well together. That's just how I am. I'm not the devil. I'm not bad. And I'd rather you try to get to know me than to say stupid shit out your motherfucking mouth, nigga. That last part, you'll have to word that yourself, but that's how, that's what I fucking say. Like, you let enough motherfucker know who you are, and he'll have no choice but to put some respect on it. I like to keep myself up. No, I'm not trouble. No, I'm not the devil. I'm single and I'm looking. I appreciate it if you stop saying dumb shit out your fucking mouth.
I'm single and I'm ready to mingle.
Be glad that you sitting at this motherfucking table and we on a date type shit. Rather than to ask me some stupid ass questions. How about you try to get to know me? Ask me about my likes. Ask me about my career. You know, it's a whole lot to talk about when you getting to know somebody rather than say some dumb shit. You know, start planning a second date if you like what you see, you like the vibe, you like the personality, and you want to explore. You know, start planning a second date if you think it's worth it. Uh, yeah, that's what I say to that. I don't get too. I ain't gonna get too in depth, but it is what it is. You let a nigga know who you are, and if you keep running into the same dickheads, then I'm thinking you look good, you look nice, you like to keep yourself up, you like your hair done and all that shit. So you're gonna run into a smooth motherfucker probably, or maybe you won't. And that'll be the guy more suitable for you to fuck with. A motherfucker that ain't gonna start off by saying dumb shit like that. You know, I said dumb shit. I said a whole lot of dumb shit when I was a young boy. I ain't know what the fuck to say out my mouth. Sometimes I still don't know what the fuck to say out my mouth because I say the first thing I think of, and it could be some crazy shit.
Yeah, don't we know?
And the motherfucker can start laughing. Motherfucker can take it the wrong way. Who knows? It goes both ways, shit. But that's all I can say is what the fuck I be thinking. I say whatever the first thing that come to mind, and it's some crazy shit sometimes. Maybe we can laugh about it one of these days. Shit. But you'll run into the right one. Trust me.
Yeah. You
Especially
gotta
if
weed the garden out before it bloom blossoms.
yeah, especially if she sociable, if she like to talk. Like my whole thing was I like females that like to talk because I'm not a talker like that. You know what I'm saying? I like a female that like to talk. I mean, I can talk, but I ain't a talker like that. So if she like to talk, that's great for me. She can carry the conversation the whole time. I just chime in, give my little thoughts and opinions and shit, and hell yeah. And it helps to have some type of personality, you know what I'm saying? You can laugh and joke together, say some funny shit, do some funny shit, all that. It helps to have a personality, but if you dull and that's your personality, you don't do too much and all that shit. You're not funny. You don't do shit. I don't. Do the girls like that? Like, is it hard to keep a girl if you don't have like one of those type personalities where you're not funny, you don't do too much, you stay out the way, you stick to yourself, you beat your dick every Thursday at 12:30 midnight. How that work?
I think it depends on the female and what she likes from that man. Every female likes different things,
True.
so
Cause it's a lot of females that's like that.
there's a lot of females. I mean, but that's why you pick and choose. If this is a characteristic you know your man is doing in the beginning of your date, and more than likely he's not going to change. So you gotta be willing to accept it somewhere.
I read a post earlier this week where it says if you ask a female her type of man, she would explain. Well, she would describe a man that she can use, uh, manipulate, uh, some other shit. She'll describe a person that she'll use, manipulate, and then dump to the side when she finished with him. Basically, if I'm just paraphrasing.
Well, I believe that depends on what phase of life that female is in. They could be in the love phase one, could be in love phase two. Definitely not in love phase three.
Well, let me tell you
Because
this.
love phase three is they ready to sit down and commit.
It's a lot of females that think they cute. They got a pretty face, they got a nice body, and all that, and they think they the shit, and they want different. They want the money. Some of them don't have no morals. They go out get a BBL, get some titties, or maybe however they want to do their body up, and they want the money. They don't want no type of relationship. They don't want no type of love. They don't want that connection. It's a lot of girls out here that think they that cute, that they can get what they want, and men go and drop at their knees and give them all their fucking money, and she want to find a rich man to take care of her so she won't have to do shit ever again in life, make her life easier because of her